In the first 100 days in Better Minecraft, I ended off by beating the Void Worm. Now my goal in 200 days is to actually be Nightblade. Nightblade is a really hard boss in the Abyss Mansion that does so much damage. It's going to take a lot of preparing to actually try to beat him. Will I be able to defeat him in these 200 days? Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and tune in to find out. Day 1 to 17, I built this spruce house and destroyed my old one because I didn't like the way how it looked. It looked gross, so luckily I live near a dark oak forest and spruce forest, so this is what I made instead. Hope you guys like it. Make sure to enjoy the video. The last thing we did was beat the end quest. Now we can go to the Abyss. And it's actually a really scary dimension with fear, and I'm digging to look for Anchorite gems that can make some really cool armor. It's called like Anchorite armor, and it's really cool, so that's what I'm gonna head for. So I find a little bit here, but I still need like 30, let's just say, for full armor to make the Anchorite Mark 1 and Mark 2, so I keep digging. But I find Obaranese gems, or whatever they're called, and they make the armor, they make different armor. Not sure if it's as good as the Anchorite, but I want to try to get most of the sets in the game, but that's going to take another video. That's going to take forever to find. But after that, I got 29, and you got to make iron armor and then surround it with Anchorite. So that's what I do here. Make boots, helmet, pants, and shirt. And you still need the same amount of gems for a chest. You just put it in different positions like this. There we go. There's the chest, and it gives you a strength buff, which is pretty cool. So after I make my final set, let me do gems. There we go. We got ourselves, that actually gives us a speed buff as well, so that is really cool. And from killing the shulker, I think that's what it's called, he gave me the void crystals, and then I mined some corundum stuff around his little shulker base. And now I can make this, so I'm immune to levitation, and it's actually a really good set. I don't manage to use it, but I just put it in my little armor stands room, my armor room. And now I got all my armor, I just need to enchant it. First I make the Anchorite Mark 1, and then you surround it with diamonds and Anchorite gems, and then you make the Anchorite Mark 2. And that does almost twice as much as my sword with sharpness, so it's an upgrade. Now it's time to go to the Twilight Forest. The Twilight Forest is a really fun dimension and really challenging, but I think I have the gear and armor to do it. You got totems, and there's quite a lot of bosses. Quick heads up, I don't do the collect all wool and give it to the ram or the sheep boss at the end. I just do all the bosses that require combat. So when I arrive here, I take the magic map so I know where most of the bosses are, but it was weird, I couldn't actually see myself on the map, so I kind of had to like look at my surroundings on the map to find where I want to go. But first boss is the Naga, and he is pretty easy. Sometimes my arrows were actually deflecting, so like it just bounced off of him, which was weird, but I just, after taking some shots and getting him weak, just go in with my sword and just start slicing. He also like destroyed block with his mind. Like, I didn't know he could do that before, but I got my featherite armor and I'm just double jumping and shooting from range because he can't reach me right now. But now my arrows are kind of useless. They're not hitting him. They're just bouncing off. This is where I go in and just rush him with my sword. And he's a coward right now. He's running away. There we go. Smack him with my sword. And he's no match. After a couple of slices with my really good sword and sharpness. Yeah, by the way, I upgraded my armor and stuff, Anchorite, and my sword, and I'm low on levels now, so. After a quick little hit, there we go, he is down. Got some Naga scales, which I don't think they're that good. think anything good is in the Twilight Forest. I just want to keep the trophy so I can make it in my trophy room. Next is the Twilight Lich. The Lich is a really interesting boss, and it's pretty cool actually. I don't exactly know how it works, but I make it like, I don't know how you destroy his shield. I don't know if like you need an item or he just does it himself, but I don't really get it, but we easily defeat it still. First off, let's get our health to max, and we are ready. So like, I can't hit his shield, and I know like the lighter one is the true self. And I don't know like what you should do is like he blows himself up and injures his shield. It's a little weird, like I don't understand it, but maybe I'm just stupid, but I just do the same strat where he blows himself up. And then I just repeat the process over and over until he's literally out of shield. And he actually damaged me quite a bit there. He's actually doing quite a lot for the armor I have. So he has 2 more shield bars left. Pop a golden apple because I don't want to die. And after that, we just hit him, and since he's on fire, he's gonna keep teleporting, so we just gotta find where he goes and slice him. 1 more hit and he should be dead. There we go. He dropped his head and he dropped his staff, like a scepter, which I don't use at all because I have better weapons. But next is the minnow shrimp, I think that's what it's called. You gotta go travel through this maze, and the maze, dude, are so annoying. I had to like travel so far, but there was actually loads of creepers in here, so I got like over a stack of gunpowder, and that was like easy for fireworks when I needed them. So I destroy the spawner and kill the minotaur. This is not the real one, this is just a minion. And then I just kill all the creepers, get free gunpowder, and just grab all the loot from the chest, which wasn't too good. But after breaking into the minotaur's room, I kill out his little minions. And this boss is pretty easy. Just take out the last creeper, and when you walk in the room, he spawns in. He only has 120 health, which is not too much since my sword does like 24 of his hearts. So I just play from range, play it safe, and just like 1 more shot and he's dead. Got yourself a trophy, and to be able to go on to the next quest, you gotta eat his meat stroganoff. And just grab all the gunpowder in all his chest. Once we do that, we eat it, and there we go, Mighty Stroganoff achievement. Now we can take on the next boss. Next boss is Hydra. This boss took me a while to do just because like I think this is the way to take it out. You shoot the fireballs into his mouth, and I think that's just what you do. I'm not too familiar with all these bosses, but seem to be working, so I just do it for a long time. By the way, I don't know what to do if my bow like decides to like ever break. I know it's at 86 durability, but like if it ever decides to break, I don't know what I'll do. But while I'm fighting the Hydra, make sure to subscribe, guys. I really work hard in these videos, and I'm closing in close to like a good amount of subs. But thank you all for watching. And comment below if you want to see other 200-day videos. I'll do anything you want to do. So suggestions, or you can put them in the comments. And if you ever want to see more 300 days or something, just comment it down below. Now I'd be happy to do more. Back to the Hydra. Just keep shooting them fireballs back in his mouth. And that was like a flame thrower, I guess, in his mouth, like dragon breath, which did a decent amount. But I just wait for them to keep shooting their fireballs in and just keep damaging them. Golden apple, I decide to like try to go closer, and my sword does no damage. And I think it does more if their mouths are open. But yeah, like look at that. I got a good chunk, but he did 4 hearts, including my golden apple and the fire as well. That was really tricky. So I just stick to range and just try to do that. So I really thought I destroyed the head. I think I did actually. But then he like grew another one. But like now he has 4 heads. So I don't know like what happened. It was cool, but didn't help me out. But he's getting weak and the fireballs are doing more damage. So this boss was pretty straightforward just with range. And so I just keep shooting the fireballs back in his mouth. Pop some maze wafers because I ran out of food. And he is really close to dying. Just gotta launch a couple more fireballs back. And my arrows did some damage, so now I'm just trying to like shoot his head like with their mouth open, because that seemed to do a lot. But I got really weak here, so I decided to pop a golden apple. He has just like about a slither of health left, and there we go. Killed Hydra. So I know he dropped like fiery tears or something. I think that's what it was, or Hydra fiery blood or something. But I decided to take all that, and yeah, it makes pretty good armor. And there we go, we got a ghost dragon egg as well. That will help with, it won't help actually because I got my other dragons, but it's really cool to have. So next is the Phantom Knight, and I break into his obsidian base because I couldn't actually enter through the front entrance. It was kind of weird on the biome side, like it's blocked. But when I go in, this boss is just simple. Just shoot all the minions, and they're just easily dead. So like they're just like a couple hits with my sword and they're dead. But this boss is kind of a joke. They didn't hit me at all, and they're like, what are they called? Like wraiths in like RL craft. So like when you hit them, they float away. But that was pretty easy. And the chest in the middle gave me the Knight Phantom trophy. We grabbed that, and now it's next boss. Next boss is the Urghast. Urghast was pretty fun actually. The puzzles were annoying though, just making it to the top. But I guess it was pretty cool. It didn't do much, but just climbing the tower was really annoying. So I was messing around with some redstone. I actually made it to the boss arena. So this boss, I don't know how to make it so he actually goes toward the pressure plate. I forgot how to beat him. And so I think what you do is the mini gas come along, and you gotta kill all the mini gas, and that will charge the thing. Like it will charge the sucker machine. Then when you step on it, it will pull him in if he's over it. But I just shoot him with a bow, and a slither of damage. It's not doing much. Then I tried sucking him in, but it did not work. So after trying to suck him in and stuff, because he wasn't spawning his ghasts, so like I just kept shooting at him from below to see if I can get some cheap damage. And he's raiding these gas tiers, which don't do that much damage, but it's just annoying to deal with. And he actually regained health. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if it's like one of his abilities or anything. Well, I'm trying to step on it, but it's not working, and I just don't realize that the mini gas were the reason. So I try to go somewhere else and see if there's gas, and I'm like wondering why isn't it working. And that's the reason why. Gas aren't there to power the thing, and that's kind of what ruined me. So now I just shoot them all down, or kill these gas. And I'm like, I think I understand here. But then I do that, and he's not even above me, so I messed that up. So I just wait a bit and just try to get more gas. So I look for the gas, and this one isn't fully powered all the way. And that was part of my issue, so it wouldn't power because it just didn't have enough gas fuel in it. yes, here I am shooting more arrows at him, doing tiny amount of damage. Try to step on it and it's not even charged all the way. So wasted a lot of my time there. But I think the other sucker machines have gas in them. So I think that was just what I should do. So after shooting them for a bit, and I still don't realize it's not working, but go to the other side and try to find some more gas. And this one actually has a lot inside, so I decide to kill them all and step on the machine and try to suck them in. There we go. Now my sword does a lot. Look at that. And just like that, he's down. Kill the air gas and tears of the fire. Go inside and we get fiery tears. And I think it's like Carmenite ore, which isn't really used to make anything good, but fight off these mini gas so I don't die or anything. There we go, suck them all in and they're dead. And now it's time to go on to the next boss. Is the Yeti. Yeti was just a joke as well. He got stuck, but I just gotta shoot him with my bow and he would die pretty easily. So this boss was easy. Just took a couple arrow shots and he would be dead. Got flame, everything. He easily died. I think the Alpha Yeti fur can make like a certain kind of boot or armor, but I don't know. I didn't think it was that good. But we got the trophy and we got ice bombs, which I actually do use against the Ice Queen. So the ice cream is not ice cream. The Ice Queen's just up here, and when they spawn in, they're in the little ice thing. You can't hit them with anything until like she squats, but I'm trying to hit them and trying to like bait them to go down and stuff and do their little attack. So I also have a strength buff for my armor, so when they do this, you're supposed to like that, you're supposed to hit him or something, which I tried doing, but I missed the first one. But I know what I'm doing and kind of just messed up there. And there we go, got a nice hit, and the fire respect helps, so they burn. Now you just gotta repeat this process until you win. A couple more hits and she will be down. I think just one more hit will actually get her down because the fire respect will help. There we go. One more tick and she's dead. We got Seeker Bow and we got the Ice Queen's trophy. I thought that was I don't know if the bow's that good, but you know, now we gotta kill a giant miner. So after building up to the top, there was just me like with armor and no armor, but one would have a sword, one would have a pickaxe, and they had a lot of health for being like giants. But I just get my pickaxe from one of these guys, and like the pickaxe is huge. It breaks in like, let's say like a 8x8 radius or something. Maybe it's a chunk, I don't know. But I just don't want to do it with my bigger self, I guess. So after killing out the mini miner, I just grab this pickaxe and run away. Just because like they didn't do actually any damage, but after getting to the edge of the island, I just quickly grab my water bucket, place it on the side, and make my way down. After fighting the giant obsidian, I combine it with the giant's miner's pickaxe, and inside was a chest, and the chest actually had like there was some emeralds and stuff and torch berries, but I also had the lamp of cinders. That's what I need to use to make it to the next area. And also there was some magic beans, so I could use that to get to the tower, or like the cloud. But after that, the boss isn't complete yet, so I go back into the abyss and try to get some slime fusions. Slime fusions can make it so you can have netherite infused armor. But for me, having incorrect armor with like Prot 3 and 4, that spider did a lot of damage. So after spending a lot of time in here, I actually get some, like this, look on the top, like netherite infused. It's 10/10 armor, and you need loads of stuff. You need loads of slime, so I just unstable slime, and that's dropped by the slime spider. It says it spawns in any biome, but it spawns in like a light blue mini forest, I guess. But these spiders are crazy fast. They do loads, but that's not the right one. So I go into the biome after farming for a couple days. I make some weird slime in this unstable slime, I think is what it is, and I only make 2 or 6, which is you get 3 from it. So then you get 2 slime fusions, so you can make 2 netherite infused armor. I'm not gonna do this anytime soon. I put it back in the chest and forget about it for now. Now I just wanna try to go to like the Ever Brighter Ever Dawn, I think, and just try to kill some of those bosses. So first is the Ever Bright portal, and our first goal is to actually get diopside armor or Chariot armor, I think is what it is. But that's what I get. I get some wood, make a crafting table, basic tools, and actually mine for a while and get diopside gems, which are like a little, like, to me it's like redstone rarity, or like a little bit in between redstone and diamond. But that's what I get. I get some wood and sticks, so I can make myself a diopside sword. Actually, I make a sword and a axe, because I know the tree boss in I think it's like the spirit tree or something, the Starlight Crusher, that's what it is. The axe is more effective than the sword. So after getting all that, I actually enchant all my armor with like some decent enchantments. Not the best, but I enchanted them. And I put everything I don't need in my shulker box, so I have a full or a clean inventory. So I only have 2 totems on me, and I have some more in the chest, but I don't bring any extra. That could have been a mistake, but we make it to the tower, and you gotta collect 4 dungeon keys. And it's easy, I guess, to get the keys. I thought it would be harder. So every little tower has a chest in it, and that will contain a key. So we just grabbed all 4 of those in different rooms. So once we go up a floor, there will be a room to our left. Oh, my mistake, there's none in here. There's 2 on the 2nd floor, I think. So there we go, 25% of that quest, so it actually works. So we kill these Vindicators. And I didn't know like Vindicators were in this little dimension, but I placed my shulker and it disappears with all my armor, and that actually scared me because I thought I had lost it all. And I'm trying to like place it or something, but you can't actually break anything in this place. So I pull a lever and it seems to open a bookshelf somewhere. And after traveling through the little bookshelf maze, I find the chest, and there it is. We got ourselves another key, and I actually take the End Veil book because it might be useful for Enderman, like making an Enderman farm. But there's a witch inside this one. We take out the witch before she can be able to poison us. And inside of the brewing stand, there was actually the key, and actually a poison, which I actually take it because I feel like it would do a bit of damage to the boss. So we just need 1 more key to go. The last key is in here, and there's actually a villager prison, and there are just prisoners in there. And we grab our last key. So we got our enchanted golden carrot in hand, and we also got some golden apples. So I think we're ready for the boss. So once you make it to the top, there's the little keystone. You grab all 4 of your keys, and then you're teleported to the summoner. This boss was really hard. It was mediocre, but I poisoned him. And the most annoying thing out of all of them was definitely the golems, because it was just so hard to actually hit the guy because they kept hitting you with arrows and they just kept punching you. And so I just try to get close to him and do as much damage as possible. Yeah, it's quite hard, but I just keep getting crits with my sword and popping gapples because if I use totem, I feel like that's just a waste and I don't want to waste totems. So I just keep killing the minions off, the ones that are really annoying, and I just keep trying to crit this summoner and just try to kill him. Now I'm just gonna let it play until the boss fight's about over. Alright, he is getting weak. 2 health. He's just one more shot and he will be down. One more day. Tragic magic. Kill the summoner. And there we go, we got it. He gave me a summoning tome, which is fires his little sphere, and then he gave us a loot bag and a trophy, and from the loot bag we actually got a cool little loyalty spear, and we got an orb that grants more movement speed, so I put that in my arc, and you can get all 4 for all 4 bosses in both Everybody and Ever Dimension. So once we enter the first dungeon, this place is huge. It took me forever to actually find the keys because you gotta search every room while you're not able to get it. In my luck, or I'm not sure if this is how it's designed, but if you find 1 key on the floor, I think you can go on to the next one and find the rest there. And maybe you can find 2 on the same floor. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just what happened to this dungeon. But after getting all the keys, we make it to the top, and this is where the Starlight Crusher is. Once we enter the arena, I try to throw my spear at it, and it doesn't really do anything. It does a little bit of damage, but it's not a lot. And he spawned these vines below me, which do a decent amount of damage. So you just gotta just destroy the starlight wall and then hit the guy. But I can't get close because these little tentacle things are doing loads. And when you hit this, it's like parrots spawn out of it. But I think I killed them all before they spawned out. But I just try to kill these things to see if it does anything. Like unleashes like a little area. But it didn't seem to do that, so just had to go in. Sorry about the little yawn. I'm just tired right now. But either we're getting awfully weak a lot, so I just need to save my golden apples. So I get my downside axe and try to push the wall. And the crit on the axe, dude, it takes forever. So after breaking, I get a couple hits in, and then he does this weird stomping. And then he spins with thorns, I think that's what they are. But I'm trying to like see if I can get a cheeky hit, but I'm just gonna have to wait it out until he stops. And when he stops, he gets dizzy, and my sword does nothing, but the axe does like 3, 4 hearts. Then I just do this on repeat until he's weak. And this took a long time, I'm telling you. So after just getting him weak and running away, because if you get trapped by him like while he's spinning, that could end really poorly. But I'm just running around making sure I don't get hit by him, and when he passes out, I go back to my axe and try to hit him. And I gotta put the 2.5 hearts there, so I just pop a little gapple and destroy these little spores things. After getting about nowhere for like a minute or 2, I just like try to like hit him. I don't know why I'm not using my axe. The axe does way more, but he's on the verge of dying, and I've used so many golden apples and food. I just gotta destroy the gate and hit him a couple more times, and he will be down. So whenever I get close, these tentacles just do so much. And he's doing this little stomp, so gotta be careful of that. And he does a spin, and I actually do get stuck. I pop a gapple, and pop another gapple, and I just run before I die. And then I just gotta wait for him to pass out. One hit, there we go. That was a struggle, dude. And I'm like wondering, how do I beat the Arachnid if I struggled on this? But I got the Starlight loot bag, and it gave me the Nature Arc. Provides me 1 extra heart, which is great. Because then now that gives me an extra heart. And that's about it. That 1 extra heart will not help that much. Next, I take a break from doing boss fights, and I build myself a little farm for animals. Since that's what I wanted to do on my first series, or first 100 days, but I just destroyed the little sheep pen. But overall, it's pretty cool. Had to destroy a lot more spruce trees. Then I just get all my stuff and prepare for battle for the Everdawn dimension. But before I do that, I want to show you that I got 2 dragons that are grown up. And one's the Ender Dragon, one's my main Aether one that I love riding. But we make it to the tower. And this tower was the same as the other one, just go through the towers and collect the keys. Same little layout. There it is, binding dungeon key. And 25%, so I know it's actually working. And I just go up the floor and try to get all the other keys. Alright, made it to the top, placed all the Everdawn keys inside, and there's the Alchemist. This guy wasn't as hard as the other guy because he actually doesn't spawn any minions. So I throw my poison out there to try to get some poison, and it's doing like nothing to him. But I'm doing like about 9-10 damage per hit, so it's only going to take 43 hits for him to die. And the poison wasn't too bad actually. And those little rocks did a decent amount of damage, but it wasn't too bad, so I just kept hitting him as he teleports. And I don't want to get stuck in the poison because it lasts like 10 seconds. So just keep slicing him, and there he is. 300 health left. Took him down 200, and just he keeps shooting arrows at me, which do no damage, but the poison, like I got caught in it there. That's gonna do a little bit of damage to me. But it just him teleporting inside the pillars is kind of cheap strat for him. But you know. 250 health almost. He's almost halfway done, and I think he actually has like a second stage in a way. Oh, there we go, lag spike. We don't need that right now. So there we go, 240, 230. He actually, I think he like sets you on fire. Well, yeah, fire arrows, but luckily I got fire protection on my armor, so there's a chance. And then he changed the waterfall to be lava, so you stay on fire and try not to go in. But you know, he's getting weak. 150 health. I'm doing loads of damage now. I'm getting so many good crits. And in like a minute he'll be down. Then the poisons turn into harming potions, so that will rack up a lot of damage when you go inside. Right now he has like a little bit of health left. He's almost dead. 75, 62, 49, 39, 26. Just like 3 more hits and he will be dead. Just one more, there we go. We got him down. Gave us a trophy and he gave us another loot bag. We open up the loot bag and we get an arc, which grants invisibility while sneaking with smoke. Put that in. We got an alchemy table and some star flares. Star flares, to me, like, I don't know what that does, but you can get, that's like a villager thing, and they will give him like a job, I guess. And then I got a shield, which I don't use because I could have used a shield because I have totems in my charm slot, but I didn't think that out. But after finding a tree with loads of spiderwebs on it, I know this is the right place. And this is where the arachnids are. Worst thing is, these things spawn cave spiders. And the cave spiders just destroy me. But this takes a while to do, but I just find all the keys. Same kind of thing. Instead of floors going up, it goes down. So every time you get a key, find the exit, find your way down, and that's how you get there. But after getting all of my keys, I grab the scroll that spawns the little rocks that fall out of the sky and try to fight the arachnid. So this boss is not too hard actually. He does a little dash, but after getting hit a couple of times, I learned his moves, and it gets kind of easy, so I didn't realize I have to actually hit him to like get out of his grabbing stage. So you just dodge, and when he's on the roof you just run, and he'll like start shooting stuff at you. You just gotta keep moving, and that you can easily dodge it. Just like run around in circles and don't stop. And after a bit, he will like start shooting stuff from the sky like he is now, and you just gotta keep running, and that's like the only way to dodge it. So after running for a bit, and then like he leaves poison as well, so you gotta be careful. He goes back to his dodging, so now I know what I'm doing and what his moves are. So I'm just dodging and slicing as well, like that. And after he gets on the roof, I actually go to my rock spell, and it actually does damage to him, like a tiny bit. So that's what I do, and it seems to be working. But after getting a hang of it, I just keep doing what I'm doing and just getting in some good damage. And the rock spell does not do that much damage, but it hits him a tiny bit, so like it takes off like maybe a heart, which would actually kind of help. So like when he grabs you, just hit him twice and you're free. And luckily poison only lasts like a second, and it's not too long. But after doing this for a couple of minutes, we actually kill him, and my recording cut out there, so I just have the end of where we killed him. But we got his loot bag, and he gave us the poisonous arc. Increases damage dealt 1 poison, which is kind of bad because I don't want to get poisoned. But we killed him and we got the trophy. Next we go into the nether just to find a couple of bosses, and we find this like ruined area, and it has a little bit of iron, but there's like a tomb and it had some ancient debris in it, so can't complain. And there's actually a spawner for a wither skeleton, which I did not know, but luckily none spawned in. After that we find this, it's like, you know, like the big stronghold, it's like this, but this is in the nether, so it's like a nether stronghold. And it's actually pretty cool. There's actually like an end portal room through here, and it's pretty cool. I don't know if it can actually take you through the end, but it was actually really cool. But in these chests we found loads of gold blocks. We almost have a stack of gold blocks, so we can do anything with gold. And we've actually found some wither skeleton heads for the wither, so that will make it really, really cool as well. And all we need is one more. Next we find where I think it's the awful ghast is at. We found this little area in the Soul Sand Valley. And when we kill this wither skeleton, I think one of these wither skeletons drop a skull. There we go, we got our 3rd skull. And now we can actually spawn the wither when we need to. I'm going to build up and right click this with a nether star, and we'll summon the awful ghast. He did a lot of damage, but the most annoying thing was just the fire. So, I mean, my sword does like 25 damage a hit, so he was pretty dead. And those little things that move you around were just really annoying. but we managed to kill him. He dropped a little gas gun, I guess, and I think it was supposed to drop gas crystals or something like that, but I think it got burnt in the fire. So if I want to get some of those, I would have to find another one of these bosses and kill him. And the crystals, I think, are used to tame. I think you can tame the netherite, nether keeper, I meant. And that was pretty cool. So we make it all into ancient or netherite ingots. We got 8 out of that. So now we have 9 netherite ingots. And now I want to defeat the wither. I think the wither is the same, and I did this by my house. And when I spawn it in, I run away, but then he starts like, he's doing his little charge, and when he is finished, he explodes, and then he starts attacking nature. And I want it to fight me because I don't want it to get into my house. Those don't work. So for like a minute, he flew into the sky, and I actually had to lure him down somehow. Actually, he floated down, so that was pretty easy after he killed like all the nature. So once he got down, I started shooting him again, and it's going pretty easily, I guess. He's not doing too much damage, and my bow is really powerful. So once you make it to the second stage, I was going with my sword, doing like 25 damage a hit, and he is down. We killed the wither. I think that's all the nether quests complete, except for the optional boss, the nether keeper. I couldn't find him. So we got that. We got a witherite ingot. Now we can make witherite armor if we want to. And so after the wither wears out, I want to go back to the abyss and get some more slime spiders so I can get some slime fusions to get incorrect netherite infused armor. So while I look around and try to find the biome, I actually get enough slime to get only 2 slime fusion out of 4. So that's not enough, but it will have to do for now since it's getting close to day 100. So after that, we got an incorrect chest plate and a normal netherite chest plate. Then you put the slime fusion in the middle, and that will give you incorrect netherite fusion, and you still get your strength buffs, so that's really good. Right now I'm just looking at it to see if it's worth it, and it is, so I do that with my leggings as well. Let's put that in the middle, and there we go. But I have to regain my enchantments, but that's not too good. So I get Unbreaking 3 only, which is unfortunate, but I get Unbreaking 3, Fire Protection 4, and Thorns, so I can't complain. Now I gotta kill the Elder, Magician, and I think it's the Crystal Golem. But I also gotta kill the Roka so I can make the Eye of the Abyss. So after killing the Elder, I thought he would attack me, but he's just staying back. So, easy kill. We got our first item, which is the Elder. Is it the Elder Eye? Yeah, Elder Eye. Now for the Eye of the Abyss, we need the Elder Eye, Crystal Golem Hand, Roka Horn, Gas Tier, and Eye of Ender. Now we're gonna kill the Crystal Golem. And this one was just easy. I kind of cheesed him, but I don't know. It was pretty easy. He couldn't reach me anywhere, and I just do loads of damage. So after we kill him, we got the quest, and we got the Crystal Hand. Now it's time to fight Nightblade. He gives you pretty cool items actually. It gives you more slime fusion, incorrect gems, and stuff. But once we kill some soul zombies, we get ourselves soul hearts. We need 8 of them to do all the pedestals. And after we light all 8 of them, you can start summoning the boss. Alright, 2 more fire, 1 and 2. Now if we right click with the Eye of the Abyss, it will start zapping lightning everywhere, and it will summon Nightblade. This boss is extremely tough. I had a hard time fighting it actually. He does a lot of damage, he teleports you everywhere, and he spawns mobs, so bows are not useful. And he has 2 swords. And right now I'm floating. Okay, yeah, like that, and then he zaps you with lightning. He's a really insane boss. And at some point he does duplicate himself, so like he makes clones of him, and I try to avoid it and just go for the main guy himself. And like that, there's 2 Nightblades. I don't know like if you have to try to kill the main one, but every time I try to get close to him, like cheesing it like this, he spawns me up in the air, and then I'm like, I can't reach him. So this boss just was really annoying to fight. After dealing no damage by doing the same strategy, I was afraid I would have to face my fears and, you know, just try to fight him. So I actually did use a totem before, and he just drops me from really high up, so I have to keep popping golden apples, and these spiders aren't helping, so I just have to fight him with my sword. And I got put to half a heart, so I pop a gapple again and just run away and try to stay alive. So he keeps spawning these minions in, so I just kill him because I don't want them to annoy me. Then I gotta like kind of like back away as I swing that Nightblade, so he doesn't do much damage to me. And he's actually really fast, so if I just stay still for a bit, he would kill me. Almost at half health, and I'm struggling right now. I got like I got like nothing right now. So I thought like the water would be a good idea. He would get stuck in the water, and it kind of worked. Right now he's set me in the air, and I want to land on the water and not the ice, because I think he has Frostwalker on. Hit him into the water and get some good hits in. I got him like down more than half, which is great, and I got stuck under the ice and I'm starting to suffocate. So I use a totem and pop my enchanted golden carrot, and I have to break. Oh, there we go. He teleported me in the sky. That kind of saved me. But the enchanted carrot I had for my whole entire series is now gone. And I try to get to the water, but I can't make it. So I pop another golden apples. And I'm down to my last one, so I just gotta play it safe and use golden carrots. So after running away for a bit, I try to like just stay still, and I had to pop my last golden apple here, and I just try to build up so I can stay safe. I just gotta kill the spiders first. And after getting them weak from doing the little strategy where you just cheese it and hit them, I get more golden apples from my backpack, or like not my backpack, but like my little inventory and shulker box, and take out the zombies. And I actually took Nightblade out as well. So after I killed him, it didn't give me the achievement, which is weird, but I got the Sword of the Abyss that deals 22 damage, and that was really insane, but it just didn't give me what I needed, I guess. But there we go, we got the Sword of the Abyss. And I'm just upset we didn't get the stuff. But this was the end of the 200 days in Better Minecraft. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want more of this, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and also comment down below if you want 300 days. I'm down to do anything you guys want me to do. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.